345. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let me grab my little cherry poo. Okay, sweet. You guys are probably wondering what I look like tonight. This is what I look like tonight. Okay, not sure really what this is about here. Let me just check something. Oh, okay. Okay, guys, I gotta do one quick little bit of work here. Which light? Oh, yeah, that's throwing everything off. Huh. Okay, let's see. All right, guys, I gotta fix one thing real fast. It's gonna take 2 seconds. You get to watch Baxter get all geeky on you. And here we go. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work. Here we go. Okay. All right, we'll see what happens. Okay, so let me just go ahead and jump in and see if we can handle this. Oh, it may not work. Glad you're running late. I don't have my act together. Okay. I'm not on YouTube? No, I got to be on YouTube, Tiff. I mean, everybody, yeah, I'm definitely on there. I'm pretty sure because everybody's chiming in from YouTube. Claire just chimed in from YouTube, so. Okay, sweet. We got everything working now. A little technical difficulty. Nothing big deal. No, well, wait. No. Okay. We'll go to here. Oh. See, it just wouldn't be class if it wasn't imperfect as hell. Oh, because of where they are?
Yeah, because of where the broken parts.
All right, I tell you what I'm going to do for you, babe. I'm going to, we're going to move the comments over here so you can, we broke our TV.
Sweet.
Okay, sweet. Tiff is here. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. Welcome to class. And sorry for the late start. And I won't talk too much because I'm ready to get hooping. And so what I thought with tonight was I am open to taking requests. If there's a mood or if there's a vibe or if there's a move or if there's something that you would like me to explore or talk about, I'm open to that. But what I'd like to do is just, I'd really like to, and I think that this might be what, I don't know, I want a sexier name than all topics class, but in my regular classes, I don't do themes. Like, we don't stay in the same ballpark for the whole class. We move around, and so I wish there was a way that I could communicate to you guys that that's what we're going to do, and do it in a way that sounds fun. But we are going to sort of bounce around. So if you have any sort of requests, you can hit me up on that. The kind of class that like I personally want to take, which is so cool because I get to do these classes with you. And some of my classes I used to just walk around, but with I get to take these with you. I kind of feel like a whole body. Hey, Lisa, I kind of feel like a whole, and Anastasia, a sort of whole body, just vibrational class for me, like where it's just, I just feel like I just want to work every part of the body. I've been in my head a lot, so I really want to be in my body a lot. Do you know what I mean? And like, this is something that, well, I don't want to speak for her, but Tara and I have talked about before. I've got your, hey, say hey. Let me see if I got your mic working.
Hey. Hi.
But, like one of the things I used to tell people is that it's really hard to get into your body through your head. It's like your head is what's probably throwing you off anyway, because like if you think about it, like our thoughts are really they're not limited by gravity at all, right? But the body is, gravity affects the way our bodies age. Like, so So it's very much here. So to like use the mind to get into the body is tricky because its whole operating system is completely different than what the body says. The body is real. It's like I can touch that thing. I can feel that thing. And so what I want to do tonight is just have a class where we're just, we're going to be working different parts of the body. It's a Monday night, so I'll give you some freedom with how you work certain parts of the body. But then we're just going to, sort of roll all over the place. So if you have any requests, please let me know. Hey, Amber. Sweet. I'm glad everybody's here. Sometimes the late start works. But I do apologize for the late start. I'm going to roll my little wheelie chair out of the way here. Okay, wait a second. I have one little... Nope. Okay. There we go. Okay. The sound should be pretty good and normal. Audible breath in. The title of this track is Granular Haze, and I love that title. So as I mentioned in the opening talk, I don't find mental tactics as helpful to find the body as the physical ways. I can think to myself, I just need to get in my body. I just need to get in my body. I just need to get in my body. I need to stop thinking of this. I need to stop thinking that. And that never works. But what almost always works for me is conscious breathing. And by conscious breathing, I mean that you're aware of your in-breath and your out-breath. That's it. And you can attach layers of meaning to it if you want to. Or you can just think in and out. one way to get into the body is with motion, clearly. And sometimes when you're feeling disconnected, what you might want to try is to move the body as much as you can. You'll be that friend that really wants to make contact and keeps calling and keeps texting. Just moving the body connects you to it. Audible breath in. Open. One of the reasons I try to encourage you all to explore your range of motion is that you find these really golden parts. No matter what your age, you can find a space or a height of the hand or a movement of the hand that makes you fall in love with the hand all over again. In the kind of dancing I grew up with, we never kept our elbows above our shoulders. I don't remember ever doing this, and I thought it was cheesy. And then I realized that my insecure feelings about what I might look like when my hands were as high as they can was keeping me from exploring this entire space above my shoulders. And what a theft of joy it would be to not explore your range of motion because you feel weird being there. Audible breath in. Oops. Oh, no. We don't want that. Oops. Sorry, we don't want that. That'll definitely get us kicked off of... Okay, so let me see who's chimed in since we started the class here. All right, I'm just going to read them off the big TV. Sweet, Amy, you're here. Sweet, great. We did do a class for sore backs. Oh, well, that's easy. Well, not easy, but that's definitely doable, and that will work. Let's go ahead and jump onto the core. Actually, we'll do a little core hooping to start us off here. So grab your hoop on the waist. Yeah, this will be, okay, I wasn't thinking we'd go this way, but this will be a fun way to start off. Okay, so I'm on the waist. Alright, sweet. I might need Tara's expertise on some of these, which, in addition to being a movement teacher, she's also a massage therapist, so she kind of knows. Oh, because they're on the wrong side? Okay, hold on. Fix right now. Okay, so let's start off on the waist here. She says she loves your new hoop. That's Louisa. She's Western Canada, I think. Definitely on the west. Okay, so we're on the waist right now, and I hope you can hear me okay. And what we're going to try is some good old-fashioned posture work. Now, I should tell you that I am maybe not the best person to be talking about posture, but what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that as the hoop is rolling around you in the waist, that it is like in sports, you know how they will tape an ankle, they'll tape a wrist, they'll tape something to making it stronger. I played football, but I don't know if y'all know what being taped up means, but I think you do. And so what I want you to imagine is that as the hoop is rolling around you, that it is taping you up, okay? And so what we're going to imagine is that it is taping us up into what we think is good posture, okay? Whatever we think is good posture, that's what we're going to let the hoop tape up into. And I'm going to shut up a little bit so you can hear the music. All right. Tara's buttering me up right now and telling me that my posture's better when I'm hooping in regular life. But here's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't want to hunch. One of the reasons that some people really struggle with shoulder hooping is that they hunch. I don't want to hunch. I want to be back. And I want to feel the four pads of my feet, if that's what's making contact. I want to feel all four pads of those. And so I mean the front pads of my feet and my heels, right? Okay, does it sound loud to you? Does it sound all right? It sounds like a little quiet to me. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can get the mic. Oh, hey, Sheila. Okay. So I'm being wrapped in this good posture, and I'm going to do it in both directions, right? So that there's this, so my throwing side and my catching side of the body.
Of the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies that are contained within each.
Now, this is where we're going to just keep going and get kind of, fun with this. So I'm wrapping myself in this good, taping for my best posture. But what I want to do is bring my awareness all the way throughout my hands. And then what I want to ask is, how can I keep my hands moving within this tape job of the hoop, right? That, like, as it's strengthening my posture, can I bring any kind of action to my hands while it's doing that? Nice, T. Enough switching currents, because there's a throwing side and a catching side within a current, most likely, and it's good to flip those up and change those, and that just betters the sort of tape job on this good posture. Good. I don't know if this is going to be sort of too hippie for you. But I want you to imagine you're grounded with your legs into the hoop, even if they're moving. Like Tara's moving hers, that she doesn't have to stay rooted, but that you're grounded into your legs, right? But that all of your blood vessels have a lightness to them. They have a little bit more of a like helium quality to them. Like maybe they wouldn't float all the way to the sun, but they can come up and down. So I'm making like even the most inner molecule of my body, I'm making it light. And it comes up and it comes down. I've still got my wrap on my good posture. I've still got action on my hands. But now my feet are almost like wanting to move because the whole body is like barely sort of being held to the ground. That I need to roll my shoulders back, right? In a good way. I'm glad she's there to remind me. So what I'm going to do, and what I'm inviting you to do for the next minute of this song, is to work on your own sort of posture gains while we listen to this song. I won't talk. For me, I'm going to try to roll my shoulders back. I'm going to try to do the thing that, oops, I knew it would run out right when I... Okay, I think this will work. But I'm gonna keep going here, and I'm going to roll my shoulders back. I'm imagining that I've got a big, wide open day side right now. This is your day. Behind you is your night. I like this track. Now, since we are in Monday night, and this is a more advanced class, I'm assuming that most of you, if not all of you, can shoulder hoop. If you can't, skip this part of the class if you're watching on replay. But we're going to come up to the shoulders. Boom. And this is where, like, some of you were asking, what started this whole thing off is about, like, what techniques to help you work your back. I think core hooping is really good for your back. I think working at the waist is really good. And what I like about shoulder hooping, and you can kind of see T doing it right now, is that you're moving this mass of you around, and you get a chance to sort of feel what's locked and what's unlocked. And sometimes what's making your back sore is that locked thing that hooping finds, right? And so flow can help get you there. So I'm up here on the shoulders, and I'm just going to maintain a shoulder hoop, shoulder current, and then I'm just going to sort of feel for what happens. But I'm still in my good posture, right? Like I'm still thinking about that. Like I don't want to hunch. I don't want to get back to hunching. I don't want to be too far back. I just want to be nice and upright. Because you'll be able to watch progress. By that, I mean you'll be able to see yourself get more upright in the hoop, you'll be able to see your posture get better, and you'll see how the hoop spin correlates with that. How you doing? You feel warm? Okay. I want to show you guys. Absolutely. I hadn't thought about that. I mean, I've definitely thought of Indigenous Peoples Persons Day. You know, it's you know, I took a deep dive down the whole Columbus Day thing, and from my research, it looks like they were trying to protect in the 1800s Italian immigrants coming here, and you know, in so doing and whatever, that we kind of honored maybe the wrong conquest. And I feel this holiday kind of deeply because of my friend Kimawan. He would say he was an Indian. He hated being called a Native American for some reason, but he was a Native American to the rest of us, and this day would literally make him puke. And so of course, he was one of my best friends and an amazing artist, and he would talk so lovingly of the culture, and he connected with the tribes here. And so, you know, I am so much more in the spirit of celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day than I am an Italian. Honestly, I love Italy, but you get my point. So maybe we could talk about a story. I have to think about that one, Sarah. Just give me a second on that one, because I wasn't quite planning for a story, but I think it would be fun to try something. Okay.
Please, you must let me have the talisman. It is only a matter of time before the dark hand tries to steal.
Okay, so what we're going to move off body. We're going to jump all over the place tonight. But there is one area that I wanted us to touch on really quickly, and it's kind of difficult to do it, but this will be our last of the core. This will be our last of the core hooping exercises. But what we're going to do is we're going to work on rolling the rib cage, okay? Like, imagine the rib cage, and you are rolling it there, okay? And you can see your center line, like you can imagine your center line, and you are rolling your chest around that center line. No, with or without the hoop. Tara's, like, you know, kind of a master at this sort of thing, but
Imagine your hips are stuck in cement.
she's saying imagine your hips are stuck in cement. Okay, so anyway, what we're doing is we're rolling the rib cage. Now what, the reason I'm asking you to do this is that we're going to go back into shoulder hooping for a second, but we're going to try to spend some quality time in chest hooping, which is where the hoop is like sort of this height and it's going under the arms, right? And what I want you to imagine is not just like, for those of you that can already establish a piace there, you'll just get the piace. But then I want you to add the layers of these rolls, okay, and see how that feels. All right, so this may not be the best track for this. There we go, okay. All right, so here we are, we're up on the shoulders. Now this is what I love about hooping, because it gets the hard to reach areas. No, I hate to keep going on about Tara, but she teaches movement, right? So she might have a way in her repertoire to work on certain muscles that we're about to expose. But for the rest of us, these muscles and this development can go completely undone, you know, untouched. So if I raise my arms up, and then I'm using my feet to rock if I have to, but now I'm going to try to do, you know, a little bit more quicker version of that roll. And the more I roll around my center, the closer I bring that orbit to my center line, the faster the hoop gets. And so this is a great way to work on pace. If you're into the fitness of the hoop, this is a great way to tighten abs, right? You're probably feeling your abs tighten already. And if you can, with me, you can reverse. We're not going to stay here too long. and then go back to that lightness that we were talking about. Like I'm trying to sort of like sort of shoot upward here. I'm trying to like sort of be pulled upward in a gentle, light way. And if you can reverse, you can reverse. When you're at the chest, pinch breaks are kind of like the easiest and sort of one of the better ways to break it. All right, so let's stay here for just about 30 more seconds. So Tara's kind of doing two things here. She's moving her roots a lot, but she's got her fingers locked. So no, that's okay. That's okay. When they are locked like that, that's in HoopPath. That's what we call one tree. And so that lock is basically turning her left and right arm into the same thing, right? That would be like, I know it's confusing, but that would be one tree arm kind of movement. Now this is two tree because both hands are now completely free and they can move any way they want to. Now, if she hasn't already, any second now, she's going to feel the connection between her hand movement and what's happening with the piace of the hoop. Okay. Actually, I wasn't planning to talk about this. Ooh, yeah. We'll finish it. All right, so we're going to... Let me throw one more thing in here because I wasn't... Basically, as I was watching you do something... So we're here, if we're in our chest hooping, we're doing this posture work, and I drop my hands in. As I drop my hands in, you can sometimes feel how your shoulder blades will push into the hoop some, or some part of you, as the hands fall, they can push in the night side. Boom. So it's like I'm here, and as they come down, they will push, and it will teach you that if you move your hands up and down, you will get ripples of push coming out from the back, the night side. So this is the old school version. This would be, I don't think I mentioned this segue, but this would be a great time to lock hands if you want to, because that'll create another type of movement, right? So if I'm here, I'm locking hands, that's going to be even different. Sweet, Heidi. I'm glad you like it.
Where have you been? He told me sorry, dear. I had to go away, but never have no fear. I'm always back again. I got to show you the dark, so you can really feel the light. You know, I can't lie. I need you, Mr. Sun.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm hoping that your back is feeling good, but I don't want to wear you out, and I definitely don't want to make anything hard. But we're going to try one more thing, and I'll be honest with you. Oh, actually, I'll leave the music on. This may not be the coolest looking move, and we're working your back tonight. Like, you're going to feel good, or might feel a little sore tomorrow, but I think ultimately you'll feel good. But there is one more. No. Actually, let me just sort of bring the music way down. We're not going to get into it tonight. Head hooping, I think, is the best thing you can do for your back shoulders. Totally, like completely. We're not going to work on heads tonight, but if that's an issue, try it. Oh, sweet. Hey, Mindy. All right. So, but the other movement that I wanted to do is an old school roll. So in HoopPath, this is called rolling, and I'm rolling the hoop around my waist, or excuse me, around my wrist. And then maybe it'll help to sort of show you this in the bird's eye. But what I'm going to try to do is like play with the size of the circle that I'm rolling in, right? Like this is me keeping it, let's see, this is me keeping it really tight here. But then this is me starting to roll it, okay? Now watch what's happening. Now that this might not, do you see how like I'm starting to like have some cool opening moves in that rib cage again, like to unlock that back again, right? Do you see this? Cool. You're welcome, Mindy. Thank you. I think almost everybody watching this stream knows this, but the best thing that Hoop has given me is range of movement. I mean, and so sometimes like the way I hoop is not particularly entertaining to people, but it's so important to me. Is like once I realized it could be just this method of opening my body where I don't know it's closed, right? So this is me just rolling this. And we'll hang here for about a minute and then we'll move on. Say this, but you should totally flip currents if you haven't already. Rolling happens in both currents. Okay, so checking in with Tara here. She says that this is a very good chest. I've got your mic on, but I don't know how loud it is. But
Chest opener, back strengthener.
Is a chest opener and a back strengthener. Sweet. You're welcome. You're welcome. Sweet. Good. That's good. And hi, this is the second week in a row you've given me a request to just help set the class. I really appreciate that. Okay. Let's, I am still thinking of a My Dance song. I think what we might do is do like a closing sway or something like that. That might be a little bit easier because we're going to move it off to the body now. And then we're just sort of going to loosen everything up. No, this is, there's old Rex. We're going to do some good old-fashioned massage with the hoop right now. Tara says this massages the fascia. Is that how you pronounce it? And if I want to get out of this type of roll, there's loads of ways, of course. But some of you, if you haven't already, I think most of you do, but if you haven't tried a micro toss, it's a really fun way, and it's not going to break anything. The hoop doesn't need to be going fast, and what happens is I'm going to bring my hand back towards me, but I'm going to leave the elbow out. So it's kind of like a tut move, almost like a cobra coming back or something, but like we're tutting. And so I'm here, and what's going to happen is I'm going to pull. That wasn't good. I'm going to pull my hand back. get too geeky with it, but like, I don't know if it's called internal and external rotation either way, but if I do turn my hand all the way one way and rock that roll for a little bit, and then turn it back the other way and rock that roll a little bit, it sort of helps me open up. Think distance, right? Like I could be like rolling the hoop on my wrist, but then I can roll it here and let it chill out there for a little bit, roll it here and let it chill out, and learning that sort of those different nuances of this. Like this is me just below the wrist, right? And then this is me getting a little bit closer down the arm, right? And then this is me just past the elbow, right? And then this is me like way close to the core. And the closer you get to the core, the more you can use the core. What's that?
That's fun.
Okay, we're going to do one more exercise. This is perfect. Okay. I know. It would be cool. Well, you're pretty close. Maybe we'll figure out a way. I'd love to do a fire here or something. Okay, so 1 second. Let me get some water. Okay, so this is completely unprepared, but in honor of Indigenous People Day, and I love that suggestion from Sarah, and I actually meant to address it at the beginning, and I kind of forgot when we got the late start. But I want to talk about a Maidan named Sakia. Sakia, and Sakia is the drummer. All Maidan have names. Absolutely, Sarah. You're such a good commenter. You've always been for 2 years now, or whatever, a year and a half. It's, I appreciate everybody's comments. But Sakia the drummer, and Sakia, kind of like Saza, was a pretty petite woman. She was of a darker skin complexion. And she actually is known as the sort of party girl of the Maidan. She was a very, very fun spirit. She was like that person that would crack the joke that was almost inappropriately timed, but seemed to just sort of work. And that was Sakia. And Sakia lived a long life with the Maidan. And at one point in her long life, she was asked what she missed most about her mother, who had passed away when she was a child. And she said, "I miss her hands on the drums." And so she was a drummer. And so she is the inspiration, Maidan inspiration for breaks and paddles. She sees that as drumming. Drumming is one of the oldest instruments that we have. People have been banging on shit before they even had drums. And so I think it would be a cool thing for us to do, to work on some breaks and paddles. But let's just step into the spirit of Sakia. Let's just imagine that we're a fun person, that we used to play drums with our mom, and we connect to the rhythms of that we sort of move with nature by drumming to it. So here we go. I'm hoping I got the right track here. Actually, I do not have the right track. Let's play this one. No, this is... Yeah. It's going to be a little bit fast. I'm not going to wear you guys out, I promise, but we're going to try some breaks and some paddles here. All right. Wherever they are, we're going to think of our hoop as a drum, and we are playing it.
Once, she decided to arrange a party for herself and her friends.
And I should say that, like, everything's allowed, right? You don't have to reverse. Like, if you want to drum the sky and be with Sakia that way, let's be with that. But, let's just connect through rhythm that is so wired into our DNA.
I'll do anything to be your friend. Just clap your hands, and I will come again. And took from him 2 loaves of sugar and orange flowers. She was walking smoothly, her shoes purred with silver. Edeni, you heal every grief and pain. Just clap your hands, and I will come again.
One thing that may be worth mentioning here is that if you can't do breaks and paddles, you can have a very percussive experience just knocking the hoop across you, just rolling this across. I'll show you what I mean.
Later on,
I can have a
the
very
party was
rhythmic
going
experience by just bouncing
Guests
it. I can
were all
keep it both
cheering
here.
and applauding.
And these are breaks. These are reverses. You
Led
would still
the
be doing the
merchants of
correct.
tennis to the gates of the mansion.
It is?
All right, maybe we should call it right there while it's it's kind of chilled out. Okay, all right. Well, thank you everybody. We're going to we'll free hoop, but we're going to slow it up drastically just because we need to. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tara. Hey, do you have anything to say? You good?
I appreciate it too. That was fun.
All right. Tara says she appreciates it too. I don't know if her mic's working. Great. Thank you guys. Totally, Louisa. I love that song. For like hippie. Yeah, Sarah, you even spelled it right. You must have been feeling her. comments are great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Tiff. Tiff, we go so far back. It's so great every time you chime in. Okay, yeah, let's not do this one. We'll do... Yeah, maybe we'll do just one more kind of chill one and then call it a night, guys. Thank you so much for this. We'll do this song is going to be pretty chill, so thank you guys for joining me. Camera down, camera down. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Louisa. Jackie. Yeah, right? I think we all need to get out of our heads tonight.